The recruits are now learning how to defend, because inside a correctional facility many things happen where their duty calls to respond, to break up fights, to prevent attacks against an officer, against themselves. And as a police officer, correctional officers do not have firearms on their belt, they don't have pepper spray on their belt, they don't have batons. So all they have is a radio and their verbal skills to de-escalate, and that's the main goal, verbal skills to de-escalate. But when all fails, they are forced to use their personal weapons and to defend against an attack. And what you're going to see is, under the MPTC, Municipal Police Training Committee, and MSA, Mass Sheriff's Association, is standards that are set forth for correctional officers, police officers as well, that guidelines that they follow in defensive tactics, such as handcuffing, control and restraint techniques, which are due to pain compliance, to get the person to do what you want them to do.
We're going to jab and block, correct? Right up here, underneath. Elbow, elbow, elbow. Knee, knee. Okay? No, I step back. Front kick. Correct? Okay? No!
In certain situations that may arise as well, you may call for, if an inmate is resisting, and we use pressure points, distraction techniques to get the inmate to comply. There are various types of pressure points that we instruct, and in doing so, the inmate, through pain compliance, will end up eventually complying. And with that, we have to keep up with the times and the changes. Therefore, sharpening the sword, if you will, keeping sharp and keeping up with the times. So ground defense has been implemented into this academy for the first time. And basically that is exactly that. When you're on the ground, we teach a basic strategic type of defense, so that when you do end up on the ground, there are many basic moves that a lot of people don't think of under stress, but with proper training, technique, and of course repetition, they get the skills that are needed, and hopefully they recall on that duty when the time comes inside, because it's not when, not if it's going to happen, it's when, because it will happen within someone's career. Always does.